Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is JaiBees Crochet from my camper. Well, just doing a test live just to see how well the streaming is, and yeah, I'm nervous. Let's see if I can pull up my live. I am literally just testing, so if anybody sees this, then that's cool. I don't know how to pull it up on here to see comments. What up? Hello, hello. We're just testing. This is, not an official first live, but hello. I'm gonna say Michelle. Like I said, I'm in my camper. It is super warm in here. I don't have any air on. It's the only place I can get quiet with people at home. And it's Memorial Day, so Daddy's home. So he can keep an eye on the kiddos for me for a few. And I do have to go do dinner here soon, so I won't be on terribly long. But is everything, like, coming through clear, and am I loud enough? I can see the good afternoon, Mama Wench, or Marianne. I'm just doing a test live. This is just I don't know, to see how things go. And I've been dying to do this, to be honest, so I like that I can see the comments come up on the screen. That's cool. I will eventually do StreamYard. For now, I wanted to go ahead and do my first live test, and just make it a test live, use YouTube for now. And hopefully there's not too much shaking going on. No worries, Panda. You're okay, you're okay. Hello, everybody coming in. Thank you. This is just a test live, so not gonna do anything special. Just gonna chit chat for a few minutes, and I brought my crochet project in here, but I'm already sweating up a dog in here, so it's warm. I could have turned the air on, but I wasn't gonna be in here long enough to turn the air on, so. But I just wanted to, I don't know, see what all this live fun was about that everybody keeps saying they get addicted to. So and this was the best time for me to come on spontaneously. So for those of you that follow me, oh yay, Mama Wench did her first tutorial today. Yay. I saw your shirt that you made. That was pretty cool looking. But like I said, when it comes to, hello Shirley, when it comes to me and pop-up live, or I should say me and lives, it's gonna be pop-ups. I can't schedule anything right now because we're involved with dance and troop organizations with our kids during the public school year. We homeschool, but we still have to follow schedules according to public school schedules. So a lot of our activities are mostly, August to May. And so I won't be able to do a scheduled live until I can, know what my schedule is going to be in the fall. So, hey, there you go. Yeah, and it's just going to be easier for me to pop up and do lives when I can do them. My husband rolled his eyes that I even wanted to come in here and do this one. So that's another reason why for me it's a little more difficult, is I don't want to rub him the wrong way when it comes to this stuff, but I want to show him, that my family does come first, and they are important, and they come before everything else. So that's why I said pop-ups are going to be whenever. It might be I don't know, 11 o'clock on a weekday. It might, 11 a.m. It might be, what is it, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. It might be 9 o'clock at night on a weekday or weekend, because, you know, that is one thing I will not schedule lives, or not schedule, but even do pop-up lives, is during our bedtime routines. We have been, as a family, unless the kids go away for the night, we have, as a family, always gone, not gone to bed, but like, we have a bedtime routine. We all get together as a family and we do a blessing and a prayer. And the youngest, he is doing the whole one more book, you know, and we have to read some books before we go to bed. And his favorites right now are, I don't know, but I don't know if anyone's aware of these, but it's the Piggy and Elephant books by Mo Willems. Those are his like favorites, and then the Cat in the Hat books. We have the first two Cat in the Hat books. I forgot to put my stuff on Do Not Disturb while I'm in here. I should do that real quick. It's so nice that I can do it from my watch. So how is everybody doing today on Memorial Day? Are you guys doing anything special with family, or working on any projects, or what are you guys doing? I need stuff to talk about. I mean, I guess while I'm waiting for some things to come in, I could show you what I'm working on today. Right now, I have on my hook I'm going to show you the other side here. It's hot. Yeah, Michelle, it's hot in this camper, so it's gorgeous outside. The wind is blowing like crazy here, and it is 79 degrees, but it feels gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you're doing military time for me. 23:11. That would be, oh, woo, that's late. That's 11 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, this is our camper. It's our we go, you know, we take it out and go camping. We call it glamping. Or I call it glamping. Do you live in your camper, Marianne? I've been wanting to ask you that. Anywho, I am working on, this is looking really cool. This is a, obviously, rectangle blanket. It is, I don't know if you guys can see, the lighting's not fabulous in here at the moment. It's the Moss Stitch. I was going along and I was doing 4 rounds of each color and then changing, and my 6-year-old walks up to me and goes, I want more green. And so he wants this much green, he says. I mean, he just puts his little hand out and goes, this much green. Hello, hello, attempted homemaker. You're gonna have to tell me what your name is, and I will do my best to remember. I'm not great with names, but the more I hear them and see them, the better I am at putting, you know, names to channels. So yeah, I picked up yet another project, because when your kid asks for a yellow blanket, you make them a yellow blanket. But I decided I didn't want to make it. Those are all my tails. One, look, I got tails. Yeah, so I thought about putting, hey, it's my Amber twin. She's working on my giddy. See, I can't even get that word out right. I named it. I can't even say it. Hi, Connie. Yeah, I thought about putting my name on the end, which I could, but enough people are starting to remember my name, and I'm okay with people calling me JaiBees. Oh, so I love Karens, but I hate that name has to have that connotation to it, but it is, quit being a Karen, you know? Here's my squirrel brain. I don't know what I was talking about. I'll go back to this. But yeah, he wanted a yellow blanket, and I made actually, I have it in here. I took Juan's idea of 2020 was a fun year. I'm sure it was. um, I made a modern granny square swatch, and I was gonna make up a bunch of different little swatches of just yellow, but I was like, I need to use up some of my slime green that I had ordered too much of, and so um, I whipped this up. He wanted this, but then I did the whole mom thing and go, are you sure you don't want this? Because I had only showed him this yellow part right here. And he goes, yeah, I want that. Because I honestly could go to him right now and say, do you want this? And he'll go, yeah. So, oh, Amber, don't. No, it's fine. It's so weird saying my own name. I love it though. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yay. So I have a new beanie coming out. I haven't recorded the tutorial yet. I got 3 kids that are at home because, like I said, I homeschool, so they are always around. And even when, friends, they go to play with friends, guess where they go? Outside our own house. So they're always around. I don't know why, but all the friends come to our house. Don't ask me why, but I guess we have all the cool stuff. We also have bigger yards because our yard, our property is 3 acres, and the people that live across the street from us all have like uh, half acre, they're in the neighborhoods with houses right next to each other. So we got lucky. We don't have neighbors on either side of us or behind us, because we own this ravine down and up to the people's backyards across from it. So we do have neighbors across the road from us, and they're a neighborhood. So we look at their backyards on both sides. So all the kids, they come here, but that's okay. We're okay with that. Oh, I try to be. Took all day to work my draw. Yeah, it's the one I put up. I started recording it. I actually got it out pretty quick, only because I'd already worked up the hat once. I don't know if that helped, or it's really a simple beanie. I mean, I was able to do it one time, turn around and make my second one as my tutorial. I want to say from the time I started recording to the time I was able to, I think, no. Yeah. So from the time I started recording to the time I stopped recording was about an hour and a half, 2 hours ish. 2 hours is ish because I try not to push too much past an hour when I do any kind of anything with YouTube, because I almost can't even get that with my kids. So if I can put them in front of the PlayStation or TV, which I hate to do, but it gets me, a few minutes of quiet from them. So yeah, um, yeah, it helps being younger. I will say that. I definitely have the energy, but yeah, it's just trying to find the time around them. And I don't want to say it in a way that they're a burden, because they are not. Um, but yeah, like I said, I won't be on here too long because I do got to go cook dinner. We're gonna have orange chicken, frozen out of the freezer. It's not like homemade or anything. But I'm gonna make some chow mein noodles for my daughter because she asked for those. I'm sorry, I talk with my hands. Um, and hopefully I'm not shaking. I keep hitting the table and it's shaking my tripod. Um, so yeah, I think from the time I started the tutorial to the time I stopped, it was about almost an hour and a half, I want to say. But I didn't actually upload it to YouTube until I recorded on a Friday. I didn't actually upload it until Sunday afternoon, evening. Hello, Michael. How are you? Um, I know I'm just doing a quick little hello. This is my first live. It's not official. I mean, I guess it is official, but it's not my first official. Like, hey, let's have fun and do giveaways and all that. But I will be doing one, so look forward to that, guys. There's only so much I could drag out to this camper. Hello, everybody. Stitching the Spectrum. Oh, see, I swear I have ADHD or something, because I cannot remember. I'm a lot like Juan. If I squirrel, I forget what I was talking about and forget to come back to it. Hello, Ellen's Crochet Channel. Ah, this is so cool. I love this. Yay. Um, so yeah, I do have another tutorial coming out for a beanie. Um, I am trying to figure out. All right, Amber, thanks for coming on. Go get some rest and be well. Um, but I'm trying to figure out. See, squirrels. I'm reading the chat again. Oh, I do enjoy my kids. Like my youngest did something earlier today, and I'm just like, why is he so cute? I don't even remember what it was. Yes, yes, yes. Thummies, thummies, thummies. I'm on this YouTube journey for fun. I'm not doing this to make money or be big. I don't necessarily want to be huge channel. Like, I just want to be little old me, showing off my fun stuff. And for those of you just coming in, this is what I was showing people earlier. I started yet another whip. This is a blanket for my 6-year-old. See, I was going down one road and I've completely derailed. I don't know what it was. I've started a few paved roads here and they haven't ended yet. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I have this one started now. I have a Sophie's Universe I started, and I'm really trying to push myself to finish that one. Yes, Michael. So see, here goes another road. Squirrel moment. The Tunisian. I made a blanket when I first was starting out crocheting, right? I got this pattern book and it had this like Star Spangled Banner blanket in it, and it had a bunch of stars and striped squares, like they were like 5-ish inch squares. I don't remember how big they were, and they were all Tunisian crocheted, and I did them on those straight Afghan hooks with the little circle at the one end and the crochet hook at the other end. I am from the era of Afghan hooks speak. Like, that is what I know them as, and now they're Tunisian hooks. And so, when you came around, I don't know why, but I wanted to start picking up Tunisian again. And even before I saw you pop up on the YouTube streets, I was just watching some other channels, and I bought myself a those 2-footish. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I gave it to my daughter so she could play with them and do whatever she want with them. And I have my Knitter's Pride Tunisian hooks that I have picked up one of them and started making that ear warmer. I'm only halfway done with it because it's, for me, I'm so slow at it, but I can get a row or two done in a few minutes. But Tunisian is definitely slower in the fact that you have to go across and do the return pass to make one row, right? I think in my head, if I'm thinking correctly. And I'm hoping I'm counting right. But anywho, so I have this whip. I have the Sophie's whip. I have the Tunisian one now. I have the members shawl for Juan's channel that is now called the Scurry Shawl or Scurry Scarf. I don't know which one it is, to be honest. I think it's a shawl. Sorry, I heard my kids coming near the camper. I was hoping they wouldn't come in here. What else? Let's see. And then I have Juan's spring cowl that I'm doing. Sophie's, this one. Members, spring. I don't know, did I say Sophie's? KU blanket. Tunisian. So I got about six or 7 whips. I don't know why I do it to myself. Oh, actually, no, I have, and then I have another bobble stitch blanket I'm making. I haven't showed it in on my channel yet, but I will in my next whips. And well, I don't have any finished objects to show, but my next whips update. So I don't know if I've missed any comments. Let me look on here because they disappeared on my phone. So stitching the spectrum, you're making a bod beanie for your 4-year-old. Fire down below. So yeah, is everything like coming across clear and loud for you guys, as in, you know, with the quality of the screen and my voice and all that? Because my husband said that we have enough internet out here. Sweet, yay. That I should be fine to stream. So hopefully, as long as we don't have any weather issues, we should be okay. But it is always windy here, so I swear Nebraska should be called the Windy State. Chicago's the Windy City, but I live in the Windy State because it is like, I swear it's always windy here. Awesome, awesome. So if you guys hear any talking outside of myself come across here, I'm literally sitting right next to our house, or the camper's sitting right next to our house, with the garage right here next to it. So my husband's doing something outside. You may hear him yelling at the kids. So, anybody have any questions or anything? I know I have a post on my channel that I will answer those questions on a future video. I'm trying to think. Oh, I have a yarn haul video I'm gonna do, because yes. Hi, I'm Amber. I'm a yarn addict. Thank you, Juan. I blame it on you. Actually, no, I see something and I go, I want that, and I go, I need that. And my husband just rolls his eyes and goes, you know, you're gonna stop doing this in 2 years like you did all the other things you've done. I said, after that, I go, I've been crocheting for almost 20 years. Yarn and crochet ain't going nowhere. If it hasn't gone anywhere in 20 years, it ain't going nowhere. Yes, I have picked up a lot of hobbies and a lot of direct sales. Hello, hello, Sherry R. I have picked up a lot of direct sales companies and tried to sell them and burnt out of every single one of them so fast. I am, y'all, this is so cool. The fact that I even have one person on here watching, I'm just, right, Michael? It's just, it's not going anywhere. And like, I have seriously, my crochet, I don't know what to call it, my passion for crochet, I don't know, like, my energy for it has just skyrocketed. It's in overdrive, like, and I'm not doing it necessarily because I want to produce stuff to put out for people. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I take the breaks when my body or my brain needs the breaks, but Crojo, there you go. Yeah, my Crojo is just in overdrive. So, I definitely need to do something about the lighting in here. It's not the most greatest because I got shadows going on, but you know, we'll get there. And I'm not, like I said, I don't need all the fancy equipment. I literally have, for my setup out here, I have a ring light. There's a light right here above my head. It's a yellowish light from the camper that I have turned on, and then I have lights on behind me, but you can't even tell. It looks dark in here. And then I have my phone on a tripod basically leaned up against the table. There you go. It can be very calming. Crochet can be. There's times where I can just keep going and going and going, but there's other times I feel like I have crochet 80. I'm calling it, so there's a channel out there, and I wish I would have thought of this one before her, because she, like, oh, it is a great channel. It speaks to me. It's called, and I think her name's Jackie. If you know this channel, you'll have to correct me, but her channel name is Croch CROCH 80HD. Crochet ADHD. And I went, oh, that is like, now she's all about the 80s, like very much an 80s chant, like, whew, she's huge into the 80s genre, like just colors and things like, um, TV shows and cartoons and anything and everything from the 80s. And I love her energy. She's so funny. Um, I wish I had her energy. Whew. Just a sliver of that energy. Um, so yeah, it's that channel just it just sounds like crochet ADHD to me, like the ADHD. And I swear I've gone undiagnosed with that my entire life because I fit it almost to a T. Um, but I think a lot of us do, not just. I think everybody in the world does. It on some level has some of it. So yeah. Let's see. So I will be doing a giveaway because I am over 700 subscribers and I am seriously like, whoa. That is. I know a lot of people are over 1,000, but for me, just being over 500, or even 100, really, I'm just blown away. Like, y'all are awesome, and just seeing my beanies be made by other people and they're just raving about it, and I'm just like, whoa, just another whoa moment. Um, yeah, and they are, so the first two beanies, the first one that's already out, and the second one, um, it's very baffling. The first two beanies so like I said, the first beanie that came out already, and then the next one that comes out, they are in honor of Juan, the yarn addict. He has been a huge inspiration to me, in the sense that he's been super supportive. Like, I've asked him questions on our Zoom meetings, and he's responded to them in a very blunt and honest and kind and respectful way. And yeah, so, and he's the reason, he's part of the reason why I decided to start my journey on, because like I said, I've been doing this for, almost 20 years, this crocheting. And so, I don't know, he looked like he was having fun. And so I said, well, I want to try this out and see how it goes and see where it takes me. And oh my goodness, the amount of people I have met over the screen is just blown me away. I'm super humbled and blessed by that. Um, I was gonna say something else. So the names, the Giddy Giggle, like, and that came from watching his videos. He's got a very distinct giggle, and it brings a smile to your face whenever you hear it. But he has a lot of these things called like twins in a stitch, and some other things. And every time I do 2 double crochets into 1 stitch, I always say twins in a stitch now, always. Or if I'm doing increases like on the hat, in my head as I made that, and that's what I was just making the hat just to make it, and then I'm gonna make this a tutorial. As I was making the first prototype hat, the pink one, I was going standalone, twins in a stitch, standalone, twins I was seriously singing that jingle in my head the entire time. On that one round, and it was just like a light bulb went off. Oh, I'm trying to crochet my hair here. So yeah, that's where that inspiration came from. So yeah, I don't want to answer all my questions from the Q&A video, but I can always repeat myself. I don't care. I know some people can get a little rubbed the wrong way if they have to keep repeating things, but if it's my kids, then I'm like, I've already told you like 3 times, or 1 too many times. But if it's people like my friends on the YouTube streets, I will repeat it 100 times, and it won't bother me one bit. So for anybody that's curious, my name JaiBees Crochet. It came basically from my kids. So JAI is basically just the way you say the letter J spelled out. Well, one of the ways that you can spell it. I liked how JAI looked unique to the letter saying J instead of just JAY. It's JAI. And then Bees is in honor of my daughter. Her name starts with a B, and we call her Miss B. So when you say the letter B, you're saying the animal, or the insect, I should say, bee. So that's where JaiBees came from. You know, just my kids, and then obviously crochet is crochet. So yeah, that's where that came from. So, anybody have anything they want to talk about before I get off of here? It's only been 30 minutes. I can stay on maybe another 15 or 20 minutes if people would like to chit chat. I scratched myself, not on anything else but my hand, my fingers. This hand still has fingernails, and this hand I've lost them all. Somehow I just scratched myself, and then it's one of those ones that stings, and I keep laying it down on the table, and that's why I have my hands up like this, because I can't lay my arm down because it hurts. Oh my gosh, 13 thummies and 12 people watching. That's awesome. I know that some people probably are coming and leaving, and that's totally fine. I'm just going to put my hand underneath the table because I got to put it down. So, anywho, how's everybody's holiday going that's here in the U.S.? We're celebrating Memorial Day today, which is where we honor our veterans. Do I have any siblings or friends to crochet with? So, I do have a sister, but she's not into crocheting or anything like that. She's a gamer and doesn't live in the same area as me. She's an hour away, so I see her about once or so. Just not mentally here today. I have this headache right here behind this eye that I think it's like a minor migraine or something. I don't know, but I've taken Tylenol. It's kicking in because I can feel it less than I did earlier today. So yeah, it's one of those days for me too. So I feel you, Michael. But friends, all my crochet friends don't live near me anymore. So when I say that you're my crochet buddy on here, you guys are my crochet buddies, because like I will literally, some days we'll have to recharge my phone multiple times because, or at least once. I'm not multiple times. At least once, because I'm watching so much YouTube when I'm not doing other stuff. Or I will watch videos as I'm doing housework, crocheting, sitting in my car waiting for, like I said, I try to balance my crochet life. So how to learn from my mom about 50 years ago. So I basically taught myself. This is also going to be, I believe I have a video coming out tomorrow morning, so there will be some questions answered there, but hey, you'll just hear it again. I basically taught myself. I was a military wife. My husband was in the Navy about 11 years ago, and before I had kids, I, was making friends with some of the military wives that he was friends of their husbands with his, his job. And I don't know, she decided she wanted to crochet, and so I was like, well, I've been wanting to do that for some time too. So I literally went out and bought a crochet, one of the, those crochet kits that you can get at Walmart. They still had them back then. I think I bought one of those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And I literally, when I start something, I don't just go, I want to start something and get one hook and one skein yarn. No, I dive in. Like, when I bought the Tunisian hook set, I didn't buy one to try it out. I bought a whole set because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy the whole set. I'm just crazy like that. That is cool, Michael. I know I heard you were in the military. I wasn't sure what branch or anything. If I'm sure you've probably said it, but again, I try to listen into lives, but I will literally be listening and like my brain will be over here in La La Land and I'll miss things. And so if I ask questions that you have already answered like literally a minute ago, that's why. It's because my brain was like, "Oh, I think I heard something," but it didn't quite click. So yeah, he was in the Navy. He was a nuke electrician on a submarine. So he did 8.5 years. Oh, sorry, it just started pounding. I turned it just right. Um, Groton. Why does that sound familiar? That's in Washington, isn't it? Or no, is that up in New York? I can't remember. Hello, Maisie. So yeah, I basically taught myself. YouTube was still around then too, and books, and I had Connecticut. That's right. Thank you, Michael. No, he did Chicago boot camp, and then he went to nuke school in Kingsland, Georgia, or Kings Bay. So yeah, he did Kings Bay nuke school, and he actually got picked up to be an instructor after his rotation through the school. He went through the 3 phases, and then he was picked up to be. You know, I didn't hear great things about Groton either. So, hello, Angela. Um, so yeah, he was stationed in Kings Bay, Georgia, and like I said, he was picked up as instructor, and I was super proud of him for that because he has really good work ethic. Uh, he he did about let's see, we were there a total of 4 years, so it was about a year and a half for the school, and then another year and a half. We did a total of 4 years there. So hello, Penny. Oh, never late, always right on time, as they always say. This is just a test live, you know. I just finally pushed the button. And I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I'm actually going to get off here in about probably 5 minutes or so. But anyway, my husband, like I said, we did 4 total years at Kings Bay, and then went, he was stationed in, our next duty station was, no, I said that wrong. Goose Creek. He was at gosh, I had him mixed up. Goose Creek, near Charleston, South Carolina. That was the school. Gosh. Oh man. And then we were duty stationed at Kings Bay, Georgia, where he was on the USS Rhode Island for a while, and then why did he? I can't remember. I can't remember if that was the medical. He had some. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm working on something because I have a hook in my hand, huh? So, I'm just, I like to talk with my hands, and my hook. But yeah, so this is a blanket that I started on this morning, for my 6-year-old. He wanted a yellow blanket, and so it turned into a yellow and green blanket because I added some green on to this to see if he would like this. I convinced him to go with this one unknowingly, but he saw the green in it and he wanted the green, and he wants these stripes to be thicker, so we're going to go a little thicker on that. But anywho, thank you, Sherry. He was stationed, like I said, at Goose Creek, South Carolina for 4 years, and then we moved to Kings Bay, Georgia, where he did a tour on the USS Rhode Island for a time. And then, like I said, I can't remember what happened between the two, but he ended up switching boats almost completely, like style, but they're still nuclear subs. and he was on the USS Florida. Let's see, one of them was an SSBN and one of them was something else. I don't know. There's a lot of terminology. I'm probably going right over your guys' head, but I can't even remember because it's been 11 years since he got out. I saw a question and I talked and now I can't remember what it is. Hold on. I am not camping. Actually, I'm in my camper because my husband and 3 kids are home, and I wanted to pop on real quick and do a quick live just to see if I can stream out here without any issues, because this may be where I do my lives for a time. I may do pop-up lives in my crochet area in my house, but for now, it's going to be out here just because I know I can get some semblance of quiet. So, because, you know, if I'm in the house, the kids are like, Mom, Mom, even though Daddy's home, like, Mom, can you help me? Go ask your dad. Like, they go right past him and they come right to me. It's like, you do have another parent. He is in the house. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. So, I do have a video coming out tomorrow morning. It is a kind of like I called it crank. What do I call it? Crank and chat with me. Because I'm using my Addy knitting machine, and it's called cranking when you make anything on them. So I literally used it as, instead of crochet with me, I did a crank and chat. So yeah, I'm basically cranking out a hat while I answer questions and just chit chat with you guys on the video. But yeah, I try to stay about a day or two ahead on videos, so past tomorrow, I don't know what I have scheduled. Thursdays are always my Thankful Thursdays, so I will put out either, you know, a few-minute video or 12-minute video like I did one week where I just like literally jibber-jabbered forever. I can get long-winded sometimes, so that's part of why I miss things on here. So oh, it is like really warm in here and it is not helping my headache. So I will be getting off here in a few minutes just so I can get outside and get some fresh air and cook some dinner. Because if I don't start that on time, somebody's going to be a little angry with me. So, I don't want to make it seem like he's an angry person, but if you're married, you understand. We don't like to step on our spouse's toes. I could open up the windows, but it would get really loud. Campers, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're not exactly as soundproof as homes are. Very thin walls. It's actually like a light breeze out there right now, so the wind isn't being too loud. But if I opened up a window, I'm gonna try and sneak one open so you can kind of see. I don't know what you can see over there, to be honest. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm only gonna be in here for a couple more minutes. So yeah, it got louder. At least for me, anyway. I don't know what you guys are gonna hear, but in these windows, they don't open. I don't know if you can see. It literally opened 2 or 3 inches. These windows, they crank open, so they don't go out very far, and which is amazing because when it's raining out, we can actually sit in the camper with it raining, and we can have these open. I'm so glad I did too. I'm actually blessed that so many people showed up and are hanging out with me for a few minutes. So, so yeah, this is fun. It took me a few minutes to get started too, because like this was my first live I did on the YouTube app, so I was like, well, I want it to be this way, and I had to actually go back into the advanced settings, just to get it to go horizontal, because I was like, I don't want it up and down. I don't know, I like the horizontals better. That's just my preference. For those of you that do the verticals, that's like, I'm not trying to tell you to do it differently. I prefer horizontals. when it comes to watching videos, just because I can see better. Well, I mean, I guess being up vertical, it's up close too, but I mean, I have to admit this has helped a little bit because it's not that stale hot air anymore, but it's still warm in here because it there's no airflow. It's just got one window open, but anywho, um, well, I'm at 45 minutes. I should actually probably pop off here so that way I gotta close up the camper and drag all this stuff back into the house, so, because I don't want to leave it out here. So yeah. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Memorial Day, and I look forward to watching you guys on the YouTube streets. And yeah, so I'll see you guys, as I always say, I'll see you on the next video, friends. Bye! I don't know how to end this, though. That's the only thing. I'm so silly. Alright, like I said, these are going to be pop-ups, so I don't know when I'll be on again, but I will see you guys on the next one. Okay, let's see. There we go.